in a while, since the Tim Duncan, David Robinson era, and I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about all the guys. I think we have great three-point shooting. I think the thing that I will bring to the team is a different defensive presence. I will clog the middle, take charges, block shots, alter shots. I think with me and Chris down there kind of covering the paint, we can really make some special things happen together.
Jermaine, can you take us through your knee problems and how you say it's all better now, what kind of stuff you've been doing on that?
Well, to kind of give you guys a history of my knee, I tore it 2.5 years ago. I tore it slightly and then ended up tearing it a little bit more because I continued to play on it. And it was a meniscus tear. And I didn't want to have the surgery because I wanted to continue to play with the team and be out there for the team. Obviously, the team was going through such a tough time with a lot of off-the-court situations. So, with me not being in there, I knew it was going to be some really affect the team. And it compromised the health of my knee a little bit. So I ended up, I played on it for a 1.5 years. Decided, that I needed to, have the surgery because it was gradually getting worse, and I started missing, a week here, a week there. So I thought it was in my best interest in my career to have the surgery, and ended up having the surgery last summer. Came back a little bit too early. We had a new coach, new system. So I wanted to get out there and be there when the season started, and again I compromised the health of my knee, and it was just the actual surgery was fine. I had bruising on the knee, which caused a lot of swelling, which after that ended up shutting the whole leg down pretty much, from the thigh to the ankle. I had swelling in the leg, so I made pretty much a career move, and that was one of my statements last year when I decided to sit out the 43 straight games. I went out and got independent doctors, some of the best knee specialists, in the country, and they really all came to the conclusion that I needed to sit out and start rehabbing, calm the knee down, and if I wanted to be healthy going into next season, and not only next season but being healthy going into the summer, I had to make that initial move, and we did that. Came back the last 10 games of the regular season just to test the knee out and see if the rehab was going well. As soon as the season was over, took a week and a half off, and then went out to my home in Las Vegas and checked into the academy, and I've been working ever since. And I feel good. I feel strong. I still have work to do. The knee is healthy, no swelling, no problems, and I have no doubt in my mind that this will be a healthy year for me, and I'm going to play a lot of games.
I can just add to that, we obviously did a thorough medical examination. It actually happened some time ago, about 7 days ago. Jermaine submitted to scans and, various images that were taken, and, our medical team, led by Dr. Marks, gave it a full, green light. So we have no doubts that, with all the work and dedication that he's showing toward this rehabilitation prospect is obviously something that is, not a concern for us at all. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here today.
You talked earlier about a rebirth here, given what's gone on in Indianapolis for the last 4 or 5 years. Do you think that really put a dent into your reputation around the league, given what was going on around you in that organization?
I think if you do a check with the NBA, I've did more in the communities probably than most NBA players, and I don't go out and I don't get sponsorship. Nike has been great to me. They've did quite a few good things in the community with me, but I take my own money. People know the type of person I am. Obviously, I'm gonna take it that you're talking about the Detroit situation.
The other stuff around the Pacers that went on, Jamal Tinsley, Sean Williams, that kind of stuff.
Well, at the end of the day, I have a wife and 2 kids. We meet all the time. We do the necessary things as leaders of teams, and it's up to the player at the end of the day when they go home away from the gym to do the things necessary as a professional athlete, and that's his responsibility. And guys make decisions, right or wrong, and that was decisions that they made away from basketball. And you can't. As a player, you can't patrol players 24 hours a day. You can only hope and try to lead them a certain way, but at the end of the day, they're going to make their decisions. As far as, and as a leader of a team, you got to expect, criticism. and sometimes it's unfair criticism, But as far as my teammates doing the things they did, then I mean it was kind of mind blowing a little bit, that the situation just kept happening. After we've been through a situation the year before or a month before, and it just happened. But I don't think people look at me as a bad person because I'm a good guy who has a family, who does a lot, who believes in the community, and I do a lot of stuff in that manner. But if people do think that way, then that's their opinion. At the end of the day, you can't really change everybody's opinion about how they think about you. And I'm gonna continue to do the things that I'm used to doing and I like to do, and hopefully at the end of my career, they can say I was a heck of a player and a heck of a person.
I mentioned a 20 and 10 player. How important would those two statistics be to you? I mean, those are the measuring point: 20 points and 10 rebounds a night. That's what everyone wants.
Well, I think numbers wouldn't really measure success, with a team like we have. Obviously, if me and Chris went out and averaged 20 points, 10 boards a game, and everybody else played well, that'd have been great, and that would be great. But I think sacrifices has to be made in the situation when you have so much talent and so many guys who can really put the basketball in the hole. I think my success is going to be measured off wins and losses. And on any given night, Chris is going to have it, Jose is going to have it, Bargnani may have it. So many different guys may have it, but we got to be able to find our niche that particular night. Everybody can't be on. Obviously, I want to do very, very well. I want to win, but I'm not going to gauge my success through numbers. Do I think I'm capable of doing that and the team being successful? Absolutely.
Jermaine, talk about the impact you think you might be able to have on a guy like Andrea Bargnani, still a young player in this